The Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers says that floods which cut off roads and led to mass evacuations over the weekend have likely resulted in heavy losses for firms operating in the affected areas. Its president, Tan Sri Sotian Lai, told Reuters that damage to property, other assets and products, as well as production disruption affected industries in Shah Alam and Klang in Selangor, where over 32,000 people have been evacuated. The districts were among the worst hit by floods, which have claimed 7 lives in Selangor so far. So told the Newswire that many workers have not been able to get to work or return home, and the losses could be in the millions of ringgit, but companies are probably only in the midst of assessing the exact damages after the floods subsided. According to Reuters, Dutch chip-making equipment supplier BE Semiconductor lowered its fourth quarter revenue outlook due to flooding affecting its main production facility in Shah Alam. Separately, Panasonic Manufacturing Malaysia announced that production at its plant in Shah Alam was disrupted by the floods. It said in a BORS filing that it will need a week to assess the condition of its machines and equipment. Meanwhile, 2 of carpet maker Paragon Union's main factories in Balakong Cheras have also been hit by the floods. In a BORS filing, the group said the estimated downtime of the factories will be approximately 2 weeks, resulting in a delay in production and delivery to customers. Less than 1 month into the role, Serba Dynamics chairman Datuk Sri Mohamed Farid Abu Hassan has stepped down, citing biased regulatory prosecution against the group as the reason behind his resignation. Farid is the former Special Branch Director of the Police Force and was appointed as chairman on November 24th. Serba Dinamik announced in a filing to Bursa Malaysia that non-independent, non-executive director Datuk Abdul Kadir Sahib will be redesignated as its new chairman effective today. It said, among others, Abdul Kadir is a member of PBB and the VP of the Bumiputra Chamber of Commerce Sarawak at state level, a position he was elected to in 2014 and will continue to hold until 2024. In a separate BORS filing, Serba Dinamik also announced the resignation of its independent and non-executive director Siti Zaleha Sulaiman due to the same reason. Appointed to the board on July 7, 2021, she is the former head of corporate risk management at Bursa Malaysia. On December 9th, the High Court dismissed Serba Dynamics' application to recuse the presiding judge in its lawsuit against Bursa Malaysia Securities on the grounds that he had served in the Securities Commission in the past. Pilgrims Fund Lembaga Tabung Haji has appointed former Khazanah National Managing Director Tan Sri Azman Mokhtar as its new chairman effective today. This confirms a report by The Edge earlier this morning. Azman will be replacing Tan Sri Muhammad Noor Yusof, who resigned recently after helming the fund since July 2018. Lembaga Tabung Haji said in a statement that Azman's appointment is expected to further drive its efforts to become an Islamic institution respected for its performance and governance in line with its mandate of facilitating Malaysian Muslims to save for the purpose of Hajj. It highlighted that Azman had played a pivotal role in the success of leading Malaysian organisations, which include Khazanah Nasional, Axiata Group, Iskandar Investment and IHH Healthcare. Meanwhile, Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Datuk Sri Amrin Awaluddin said Azman's vast experience, exceptional leadership and proven track record will contribute towards steering the fund to success amid the challenges posed by the pandemic. Yinson Holdings has bagged a contract worth $505 million, about 2.14 billion ringgit, from Inauta Enahia for the provision, operation and maintenance of a floating production storage and offloading or FPSO asset in the Atlanta field located in the Santos Basin, offshore Brazil. The FPSO marks Yinson's third project award in Brazil, with the earlier 2 awarded assets on track for completion in 2023 and 2024 respectively. In a statement today, Yinson said the letter of intent awarded to its unit, Yinson Acacia, comes with a call option for Yinson to acquire the asset-owning company of the project with a 15-year time charter agreement. It also comes with an operation and maintenance agreement of the same duration, with Enauta having the right to extend the terms of these agreements by a further 5 years. The estimated aggregate value of the project is $505 million, including a 2-year operation and maintenance agreement, with a further increase to $1.98 billion, inclusive of a 5-year extension period should Yinson exercise the call option. Separately, the company proposed a bonus issue of shares of up to 1.11 billion shares on a 1-for-1 basis. It also proposed a renounceable rights issue together with free detachable warrants to raise gross proceeds of up to 1.22 billion ringgit. Yinson's shares were up 0.18% at 5.61 ringgit for a market capitalization of 6.17 billion ringgit. The Ministry of Housing and Local Government is considering the reintroduction of the My Deposit scheme, Bernama reports. Under My Deposit, the government would assist eligible home buyers by subsidizing 10% of the sale price or a maximum 30,000 ringgit, whichever is lower. Its Minister Datuk Sri Rizal Merican Naina Merican told the Dewan Negara that the ministry is looking into a more viable and sustainable financing model to give a leg up to would-be home buyers. He said although the government's allocation for My Deposit has been stopped, the ministry acknowledges that the scheme had brought about a huge impact on first home buyers, especially among the youth. He said 86.39 million ringgit in financing was granted to 3,105 families, and 72.6% of its applicants were aged between 21 and 35. On a different note, the Ministry of Works is targeting 60% usage of RFID technology for toll payments by the end of 2022. According to Bernama, Deputy Works Minister Datuk Arthur Joseph Kurup clarified before the Senate that touch-and-go and smart tag card lanes remain operational on all highways for now, and that the use of both facilities may be stopped by the end of 2023, depending on RFID usage rates and RFID lane availability.